This video is called "The Wings of Redemption Iceberg Explained" by accessiblefunky. Like that? Pretty cool. I'm a pretty. First of all, I'm just gonna give myself lots of credit. Look at that. I even got the name down at the bottom right, underneath in the screen corner. I'm so smart, bro. I'm so good at technology, dude. I might as well be a technomancer or something. Anyway, let's get this going. We always love a good Wings of Redemption video.
In this video, I will be explaining this Wings of Redemption iceberg chart, which I found on the subreddit r/wingsofmemes, but it recently got banned off of Reddit, so I don't know who created it. Sorry about that.
That's it.
If you don't know who he is, I've put a whole
I imagine Wings of Redemption created it. Because he's the fucking one with the iceberg.
exposition down in the description below. And since you're down there, why not like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Also, in the 1 in a million chance that you're watching this, Jordy, I'm not a troll. If you want to refute anything on this chart, drop a comment below this video and I will pin it. With all that being said, this is the Wings of Redemption.
You know what I will say though, what I find interesting from my perspective is like if somebody made like a Papa Gut Iceberg Explained or whatever, I would like watch it and then do like, you know, content on it. I don't know why Wings of Redemption doesn't do it. I mean, he did some shitty things, but everybody knows that he did shitty things. So why not just be like, yeah, you know what? This was really shitty. This was bad. This was shitty. Or like try to explain it from his perspective. It probably would just make it worse because he'd probably like explain it in like a horrible fucking way where it justifies his terrible actions or something like that. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that he would do something like that, you know? But
Redemption Iceberg Explained.
There's nobody in my family named Richard. I don't know where you guys get this from. Why do you guys keep saying Richard? Keep him.
After discovering documentation
Richard,
showing that someone had once lived at Jordy's address by the name of Richard, many began to suspect that Richard was his real name.
is it?
This rumor was not true, but many trolls called Jordy Richard because it clearly upset him.
Yo, Richard, you got any of those pillies Kenny been begging? Well, he's trying
Thank
to
you so much for the sub,
subscribe
brother.
for 8 months. Happy birthday, Papa.
Okay, thanks. I was on my birthday, but I'm gonna pause the alerts for this segment.
say my name's Richard, which it isn't. Mods, please ban anybody that calls me Richard too. I don't even like that.
Why'd you get so upset?
Why don't you like being called Richard, man?
Because it's not my name.
There have been variations of the Richard name, including Liquid Richard and Richard McCarty von Stein Jordan the V4th. Sam is another.
Richard is so much better than Jordy Jordanson. Like his parents must have hated him. Yeah. Mods, ban anybody who calls me Fat Gump, please. Ban anybody that calls me Fat Gump. Thank you.
Troll name given to Jordy, sometimes combined with Richard, but it is not as popular as the former.
The shittiest of all the troll channels that I've seen?
Franklin?
It's most likely Sean Rankland. Like he's the
Sean Ranklin is a YouTube user and currently one of the most popular troll channels with a subscriber count of almost 75,000 as of writing. The channel has dedicated.
Bro, the Jordy Jordan Liquid Richard what is it called? Like the hate farming sphere is incredible. Like the fact that you can get 75,000 followers just from like stalking shit on him is fucking incredible. That you should almost be like proud of yourself. You know what I mean? Like think about that. Our channel can sustain itself off of trolling you. And that's an accomplishment.
4 years to uploading highlight videos of Jordy, with the most popular one hitting nearly 3 million views. Because of their popularity, it has become a recurring joke to spam "Shoutout Sean Ranklin" in Jordy's chats, even telling other players through private messages to verbally shout Sean out.
Some guy keeps texting me saying, "Shout out to Sean Ranklin."
Shout out to Sean Ranklin.
Sean Ranklin, what can you listen?
Jordy has become adverse towards Ranklin, often calling him a fatherless British kid with no job. Recently, Ranklin.
I mean, his job, he probably makes decent money off of just trolling the fuck out of him. That's what's the weird part, man, is that all Jordy really has to do is not be trollable. Trollable? You know what I'm saying? Like, all he has to do is, like, not give that much of a fuck. And, like, that's really all it takes. And people are like, okay, if you can't get that reaction out of anybody, then they're much less likely to do it, you know?
Has slowed down on uploading videos, citing their lack of interest in Jordy's streams.
I'm only going to talk, and it's only going to be civilized. If you guys play clips like you're doing.
Look here, look,
That
listen
fucking
is a
kills me,
phrase
bro.
Jordy would say when he's trying to get attention from either his chat or to whoever he's speaking to.
I thought that was when he flipped out the one time where somebody was like, I don't remember exactly what happened. But something was going on and people were trying to say like restart the game or something, and he was like, look here, listen, it doesn't work, and he had like a freak out.
It gained notoriety after Sean Raiklen uploaded a video highlighting a livestream where Jordy became enraged at his chat after they suggested that he appear offline to prevent further trolling in Call of Duty.
Appear offline doesn't work. I'm fucking offline. No, they're joining through recent players. Look here! Look, listen!
Look, listen! We look the same. It's so sad. I look like such a fat fuck. Bro, you know what though? I can't even give him too much shit because I've been there before where like I'm trying to do something and I know like kind of what I'm doing. And people are giving me dumb fuck advice and I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. You don't know. And they're so confident about it. And it's like, goddamn, shut up. You know? It fucking pisses me off too. You know, but I get it. I do get it.
Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
Many trolls have used the phrase to troll Jordy, constantly shouting it out loud in game to irritate him.
Hey, look here, listen. Outburst is almost 1 million views.
I'm looking here. I'm looking, listen, alright?
You see, Wayne, you're too scared to.
One of your stream watchers.
Bro, in all honesty, Jordy could just like react to him fucking saying, look here, listen, bro, on his channel and get like probably some views and people would like laugh at it. Like the Jordy finally like understands the joke kind of a thing, you know?
Texted me and said, can you ask Unlimited to look here, listen?
Grandma, come here. They want to talk to you.
Grandma, come here, listen. What's up?
They wanted to ask you how you're doing.
In his COD commentaries, Jordy talked about his childhood where he said that he was raised mainly by his grandparents because his parents had him when they were teenagers. To this day, Jordy has primarily lived in his mother's modular home with his grandma and mother. His grandma first appeared in his YouTube videos.
What? Is that a fucking
Modular home with his grandma and mother. His grandma first appeared in his YouTube videos, referred to as Gangsta Grandma. She also appeared.
That's a literal sex toy. What the fuck? What the fuck was that, dude? Did the person who made this video know what that was? What the fuck?
On stream and helped Jordy with his personal needs many times, leading to some interesting moments.
What the fuck is
There's
this?
my shit sticks.
Yeah, Grandma, I'm working.
There's my shit stick.
No, Grandma, I'm working.
One in here?
No. She brought me a bowl of soup. I'll eat it eventually. I don't like eating on stream, though. It's one of the worst feelings I've ever had.
Why? Why doesn't he like eating on stream? There's no way he doesn't eat on stream, bro. Give me a fucking break. Really? Okay. Okay.
In my life. I mean, the only other feeling that I could even contemplate with that would be the time I was constipated and the turd went sideways on me. I had a really bad bout of constipation, and this was when I was on my diet in early 2011. I had my grandma give me a saline enema. I get on the toilet and a saline enema.
I like a saline enema. A saline enema? Like, I think it's just salt water. I think that's what saline is. Okay.
Like, stimulates the muscles to actually make it come out. So I do it, it goes, and then that little piece, probably about this big, hits it and turns like that, and it spreads my butthole wide open. I fall off the toilet and I hit my head onto the wall, and I call out for my grandma. I'm like, you might have to take me to the hospital. But what we ended up doing is she ended up sticking her finger up my button and mashing the turd up.
Unfortunately, on October 3rd, 2020, Jordy revealed that his grandmother had passed away from complications with lung cancer.
That's sad, bro.
He was immediately met with criticism because he went live on Twitch a few hours after she had passed away, with trolls stating that Jordy was using his grandma's death for views. He later clarified that he live-streamed as a coping mechanism to talk about
bro, listen.
his feelings and thoughts about his grandma's passing.
Yeah, man, that's a weird, like, instant assumption to make is like, oh, you're just doing this for views. Like, bro, it's so interesting because there are people who weaponize shit for views. Oh my god, somebody died. I'm going to be, oh, please donate money, But sometimes people are just like sad, and it can feel nice for people to be nice to you on it feels nice when people are nice to you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's not that deep. It's fucked up though. They instantly assume he was just, especially since it's his older grandmother, and this is one of the unfortunate realities, man. And I'm just speculating, but bro, sometimes like especially older people, when you kind of like sometimes you could see it coming, and part of the grieving process already starts before they pass away. It's really a sad part of life, dude. But sometimes, like when you see a family member who's like slipping slowly, sometimes you've already kind of come to terms with some of it, and like you're not fully, you know what I mean? You might be upset, but you're not like you're not fully upset because like you're like, okay, I saw it coming, and so you're already in the middle of the grieving process and shit. I know that's not like a super palatable like take sometimes, but like that's real shit, man. Sometimes you just fucking that shit happens, brother.
I don't know. Like I'm kind of selfish when it comes to like death. 'Cause, like my sister called me today and she told me about it, and Braves were losing 4-1, so I was already in a bad mood at that point.
Okay.
But she goes like the nurse is supposed to be coming over to clarify it, and they're gonna be removing the body. And like, do you want to come over and see her one last time? I'm like, nah, man, I don't. I don't want to remember her in the shape she was in, and that. Like, I already got to remember her from last week because I went to see her because they told me, like, she wasn't doing very well. And, like, I tried to just keep my mind busy. 2020, bad year. Wouldn't recommend. 0 out of 10.
It is man, that's totally fucking normal, bro. That makes perfect fucking sense to me, dude. Like, he saw her in, like, it's such a horrible thing to see, like, somebody in, like, their worst state. I remember talking to like my mom and my uncle at one point. We were talking about like my grandparents were like I think my grandfather passed. It's so hard to remember which is which because I think my grandfather passed before I was born. My grandmother passed very early into my born, me being born on like my mother's side. And like I remember my uncle talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I think it was his grandfather was my grandfather, his father was very quick, and so it was like kind of like better because my grandmother passed very slowly, or it might have been the other way around. I don't remember the specifics. I know that sounds really shitty. I just didn't really know them, and so it's like sad to watch somebody slip away slowly. It's like a totally different experience. Like I remember my Jaji. I've basically adopted Polish grandparents. I know, and like that was like a sad experience, because like I love my Jaji a lot, and then he passed very slowly, so it was like it's just different, bro.
Also known that Jordy did not attend his grandma's funeral, sparking further controversy within.
Well, that's kind of shitty. I understand being a little selfish, but like you're fucking not gonna go to the funeral. Like, come on, bro. It's a little too much there, bro. One thing to be like, yeah, I didn't want to see her, passed away in her we'll say for lack of a better term, her dead state. I know that sounds really insensitive, but there's one thing, but there's a difference between that and being like, yeah, I'm just not gonna go. That's just funny.
In his community.
Oh, come on.
Shout out to Sean Ranklin, Lord of the Wings, big up to Victor, shout out to Zaxby's Banquet and Keemstar, most importantly, shout out to the homie Gustavo.
We can't get through a single fucking video without Keemstar existing, bro. Keemstar is the fucking main character. Fucking shout out to Keemstar, oh my god.
Highlight channels, or as Jordy calls them, troll channels, are YouTube channels that create montages from Jordy's streams, primarily showing Jordy getting angry at a troll or stating controversial opinions. These channels began popping up after Sean Ranklin's success, and even overshadowed Jordy's online presence. Simply looking up Wings of Redemption on YouTube reveals troll videos before any of Jordy's original content. As of writing, Wings007 and Lummox, a hired hoodlum, are the most active troll channels, while Wing of the Hill, Fat Man, Gulag Kingpin, and Slobfather eventually stopped uploading.
Slobfather? Oh my god.
Lean experienced controversy because they monetized their videos and highlighted some positive aspects of Jordy's streams, such as showing a high kill-death ratio. Lean would later work with Kiwi Farms founder Noel to infiltrate a troll Discord server and hire people to dox every member, leading to the server to be wiped clean.
Fuck.
Wingstings was a notable troll channel for being called out during a swatting incident. In March 2018, Jordy uploaded a video titled, "So I Got Swatted."
SWAT team sounds like Jordy, I guess because they're in the same area.
After the police realized that they were being pranked, they asked him who would be responsible for the incident, leading Jordy to report Wingstings. Wingstings would then delete their channel after the swatting incident became trending.
Wow, I guess it was really them if they delete their whole fucking channel. Holy shit.
Xbottle would delete his channel after someone from his community would take the trolling a little too far. It all started when someone named Sparky hacked into Jordy's PlayStation Network account to get it banned, effectively blocking Jordy's ability to play games on his PS5. Sparky and Xbottle would then debate Jordy on the Discord server Ban World.
Where's the homeboy at?
Sparky?
Yep.
I can make a group for us.
Bring him into this one.
Yo,
Here he
Richard,
is.
CWW.
You took away my life, bro! My whole life is video game. Nah, it's actually pretty fucked up though. Like this guy, I mean, not for nothing. Wings of Redemption seems like the kind of guy who has like very little going for him, and he probably hates his life. And you took away the only thing that probably gives him any like fucking small amount of joy. It's fucked up, bro. Really fucked up.
Why are you doing all this stuff to me? Like,
Dude, you're blaming me for everything. Like,
because you are doing most of it.
how do you know?
All right. How do you have access to an email only Sony sends you?
Do you have proof I have it?
Yes, I do. You put it
Send
up
it
in
to
you
me
put it
now.
up in CWW. Everybody points the finger to you.
So that's why it's me. So if I say
All
it's
the
X-Bottle,
people that you
and
think are
everyone
your
says
friends-
it's X-Bottle, is it?
No. They all point to you. I mean, I'm not going to show you all the proof because I'm trying to build an FBI case on you.
Yeah.
Because I need to get you extradited.
Yeah. Lying, Richard.
Lie all you want, dude. Like, you're literally fucking with my personal life.
The results of this debate caused most of Ban World to disapprove of Sparky's actions. Sparky would then dox Xbottle, causing them to delete Ban World and leave the trolling community.
Yeah, whatever. I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck.
You're tilted. You are tilted.
I'm not tilted, man. Dude, it's
How the
easy.
fuck you can tell somebody they hope their whole family dies and that you're like, I'm not tilted. That is, if you're genuinely not tilted, that's horrible. Like, that means you genuinely think that thing happens.
Easy because I got to go to you
Over
every
there?
fucking
Sheesh.
time.
r/Wings of Memes was a subreddit that was made to, quote, shout out the trolls and to meme Richard Samuel McGravy Jordan III, end quote. It was a subreddit where people made memes of Jordy and typed out their frustrations against him. The iceberg came from this subreddit, but there isn't much known about it since it recently got banned, and the Wayback Machine didn't really capture a whole lot.
Well, I'm asking why it got banned, but I'm going to assume it has something to do with, I don't know, fucking being really toxic, because trolling communities are toxic as fuck.
There's not a racist bone in my body. I'm not racist. I don't understand like why people like I fucking hate, man.
This girl's thick.
It's been a recurring allegation that Jordy is a racist, where troll channels have compiled moments of Jordy using the N-word nonchalantly and discriminating against black people.
Hey, I'm not racist. I just discriminate against black people. Right, you know what the worst defense of that is when people are like, I'm not racist. I discriminate against everybody. Like, that's when you know like you're fucking gone too far, bro. This is crazy, dude. Come on.
Fuck that. Oh my lord.
Just wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. At least he bleeped it.
I hate him. I hate him. I am a racist to a point. Fucking. Why can't she just go marry an 8 foot tall worth $100 million like a basketball player if she's going to fuck some? Black people don't tip. And like during my period as a delivery driver, I started hating black people more and more.
Listen, I remember watching a Louis C.K. show. All right, and I've never been a server, so I specifically can't attest to the last one. I remember watching something, and there was this whole bit. It was a Louis C.K. bit, and he did this whole. It was actually part of a show, and he was talking. There was this white waitress that was like, "Oh man, there's a table over there's black," and he's like, "So what?" And she's like, "They don't tip," and he's like, "That's really racist. What's wrong with you?" And then a black waitress comes up to him, and he goes, "Did you hear what that woman said?" And she's like, "Yeah," and then she said, N words with an A don't tip, and I was like, oh my god, like maybe that is true. I don't know. I'm not a server, so I can't say that, but I imagine I imagine there's a reason why the black waitress was mentioned that. Maybe it is true. I don't know.
Till then.
In your experience, people of color tip more? Okay, well then there you go. That's fair enough. Fair enough. My experience, I don't. I mean, actually, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think because I did Uber for a little bit and stuff. I never noticed a disparity between the tips. I also didn't think about it. So, yeah, I don't know, but. Maybe they just didn't tip him because he's a fucking asshole racist and they could just tell. Bro, like I say it all the time. Like, you know what? Bro, I say like people would look at me and they like instantly assume I'm like some fucking like redneck racist. Look at him. I'm fat, white, bald, bearded. So maybe they looked at Jordy Jordanson and said like, yup, that's racist, you know? So, wait, what does it want me to do?
He has attempted to defend himself, claiming that the videos were taken out of context or were from a long time ago, as he's changed as a person.
Oh, they basically took 13 years worth of content and compressed it to 3 minutes of every time I've ever said something borderline racist. 80% of it's taken out of context. Like one of the sayings.
What about the other 20%? What the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
Is just me reading verbatim what Only Use Me Blade said. Another was me talking about how I prefer an upfront racist to a subliminal bigot.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because with this, like, a subliminal bigot's pretty. I mean, I've never seen that clip, so I feel like nobody actually uses that one. But like, yeah, man, I feel like sometimes the people who know how to hide their racism are like the worst, bro. You know what I mean? Those are the worst people. It's fucking crazy. They call those the intelligent racist, lack of a better term. They know what to and what not to say. And they know how far they can go to do like to be like, bro, I would honestly consider, and this is just my opinion, but like the B family, those like types of people. All right, they know what to and to not to. They know what to say and what not to say to get away with that. I'm being serious, you know, and they get away with it, bro. You know, because people can't identify it, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying though.
Like I said, I'm not smelling my hand either. Like, I touch my nose all the time because it's a twitch. I'm not smelling it.
Jordy has demonstrated a habit of sniffing his fingers throughout his streams, which drew attention from trolls as another way to make fun of him.
Them, so it's not even us, it's a...
Yes, I'm not mad.
I've never seen him do that before. Holy fuck, that's aggressive. That might actually be a legit tick. That's like a really aggressive tick. Like, I have ticks too. Holy shit, bro. That was so aggressive.
Alright, ban Raiden Ratari. Consequences have actions, pimp.
Pimp is a term Jordy uses to refer to someone, usually a chatter or a subscriber. He uses pimp in a similar way someone would use buddy or dude.
Okay, that's fine.
Cheese Johnson 69, what were you doing over there? You should have been watching the flank, dude. Come on. Fuck.
Who the fuck is this clown?
Webby is a prolific stream sniper who has constantly trolled Jordy in most of Call of Duty matches. Webby is recognized for being featured prominently in Sean Ranklin's World War II highlight.
Webby, fucking leave, dude!
This is so fucked up.
Webby can still be found in some of the streams, much to the dismay of Jordy.
So basically, Webby is like a retarded version of Scrambler. Like if you had like a small special needs child following you around on a map, acting as a. My sugar's low. Somebody drank all my Pepsis. I gotta drink diet.
Bro, your sugar's low? I feel like that's just not true. Like, there's no one. Is it? I think it's called type 1 diabetic where your sugar gets low. Like, I think I'm type 2. I'm the type of diabetic. That's my fault, you know? And I'm trying to work on it. But there's, like, never been an instance where it's like, my shit's too low. Like, really? I don't know, bro. Oh, what? Oh, maybe I'm just wrong.
Diet fucking Pepsi.
Oh, fuck it.
Jordy has a tendency to eat on stream, and it's become a meme
I don't like to eat on stream.
that he likes to eat banquet meals and Wendy's chili, along with a nice ice-cold can of Pepsi.
I don't drink Pepsi. If I'm gonna drink a soda, I'll drink Coke over Pepsi. 1 Wendy's chili. 2 Wendy's chilies.
But then he started eating his banquet meal, and that perked us right back up because he chews like a dog. You know, just it became a trend in the comment box that was like, "What, bro? Chew." We would count the chews. He would go chew, chew, swallow, and then when he was done with it, he starts scraping up all the gravy.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't, dude. It's crazy because it sounds like he actually might have some form of like Tourette's or like a tic or something, like or OCD even because of the amount of times he like chews specifically. That's so bizarre. That's an interesting behavior. Like I have a similar behavior. That's why it's just so interesting to me. I didn't know that we were actually brothers, bro. I am Liquid Richard. I didn't even realize it, bro. I didn't even realize that, bro. Holy fuck.
What are your big boobies? Why not both? Pussycat, where are you?
These 4 names refer to Jordy's pets. Grayson was a cat that he adopted after Rocco because he said he wanted to give Rocco a friend. Daisy is a dog inherited from his grandma because she said she couldn't take care of it anymore. Jordy at first refused because he believed the dog would be annoying and challenging to take care of. However, his grandma convinced him otherwise. Rocco refers to Jordy's first cat, and this cat is notable because it actually ran away from home for a little while.
No, I didn't find Rocco.
Would it come back?
I currently have a shirt that I wore outside. I have his litter box. I have wet food, dry food, and milk, and kitty treats sitting in front of the Ring camera. No, I haven't found Rocco yet. I don't really want to talk about that.
I'm just stunned forever.
Jordy eventually recovered Rocco back into his home. Bucket was a name suggested by trolls after Jordy thought about renaming Rocco when he first adopted him. This name references a story where Jordy talked about playing with a cat in the past.
I was bored, so I was outside, I was shooting basketball, and this cat comes along. We had these 5-gallon buckets, and I'm basically trying to instill dominance over the kittens in our yard. So I took a 5-gallon bucket, and I was like, bloop, and I basically I left the bucket on top of him because the cat couldn't move the bucket, and he ended up dying under there. So it was like 5 or 6 years before I moved that bucket again.
Xbox dance.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ, bro.
Shalene and Brandy are Jordy's former...
Dude, I feel like we just kind of glossed over this murdering of a cat. That's fucking insane. Oh, wait, that's not... That's insane, dude. What the fuck? That's fucking bananas, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Well, I guess we just gonna walk right over that and move on.
Girlfriends. Shalene entered Jordy's life during the peak of his Call of Duty commentary career.
Zaf
Hey, thank you so much for the sub,
531
brother.
just gifted 1 subs.
Through her dating site. She was already a mother of 2 before moving into Jordy's residence, with Jordy taking a fatherly role for her kids. He would also financially support all 3.
Like, why? I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing that he did that. It's just like, how fast did he do it? You know what I mean? Like, you should... Like, was it something where he was, like, really desperate for attention and love, and he's like, I'll take care of your kid? You know what I mean? Like, you should always approach those situations lightly. Especially since, like, when it's not... You should... It's nothing wrong with dating people with kids, but, like, you shouldn't instinct... You obviously have to, like, date the kids, too. You know what I mean? Like, you have to... They're part of the family. But you shouldn't be so quick to be in a fatherly role so quick. You know what I mean? Because then you're part... Then now you're, like, actually... You're not just a boyfriend anymore. You're, like, a fucking father figure. It makes it more difficult to detach. It's just, like, make sure you do that. Make sure if you make that decision that you know what you're doing, you know?
3 of them, as Shalene did not have a job. However, Jordy would update his audience about his relationship with Shalene later on.
For those of you who know, I've been dating a girl named Shalene for about a year now, and today I kind of decided for a huge life change. I actually asked her to move out of the house again.
Oh, wow.
I kind of made some bad decisions in my life, and a lot of it was influenced, from her being there and trying to keep her happy. And it's got me in a really bad financial situation, and I needed time to basically get my life back together.
In August 2012, Jordy would meet his next girlfriend, Brandy, through a dating site. However, Jordy decided not to feature her on screen as prominently as Shalene. Later on, Jordy revealed that Brandy had left him for another person, which deepened his depression. This announcement caused trolls to spread rumors about Brandy leaving Jordy for a black man, causing trolls to begin spamming "Brandy got blacked."
Chili Banquet Brandy Black. Shout out X bottle.
Y'all, I gained 2 pounds this week. You know why? Because
I wonder why they like decided that she was black, or that the guy was black rather. I wonder if that was like just as that maybe it would upset him for because he's a kind of racist or something. I guess that was the motivation.
I freaking fell in love with the Reese's Easter eggs.
You didn't gain 2 pounds.
So I gained 2 pounds. Oops.
Kelly is currently Jordy's wife, and they got married around September 2020. Immediately after the news of the marriage came out, trolls began to accuse Jordy of abusing his wife. Of course, Jordy would deny this notion. However, in March 2021, Sean Franklin would upload a video highlighting a Dark Souls stream where Jordy would ignore his wife after she tried to talk to him.
You gonna get off at 12 still?
No.
Oh, this is fucked up.
It's not. What are you looking at for?
What's going on?
Nothing.
Didn't she feel like there was like a medical thing going on? Is that what we're talking? Is that the one that we're talking about here? Because like being not like having a fight with your wife, it doesn't mean you're fucking abusive. But there was one thing that was like really shitty. I feel like he did. That was when she was like, oh, I don't feel well or something, and then she wanted to go to the hospital, and he's like, fuck you, I don't care, kind of a deal.
I want to talk to you.
We'll talk when I'm done streaming.
Will you please talk?
Please stop.
I'm good with you shutting me out.
Alright guys, I gotta end the stream.
Oh my god, what an asshole.
This video has led to more backlash and trolling towards Jordy. The day after the stream, however, trolls would leak messages between Kelly and Jordy's stream mods, implying that she was cheating on him. Since this event is an entry found later on in the iceberg, it will be discussed soon.
Interesting. Wow, this is a deep fucking iceberg, bro. Jesus, there's shit I'm learning about Jordy I never knew. I watched like a whole fucking thing on him. Jesus, the lore is deep in fucking Jordy, bro. That's just insane. This shit is fucking insane, brother. Holy fuck.
Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not fucking stop it.
Wow, that was anger.
Yeah, dude.
Anger, yeah.
Let's keep going. Here's the
Was that
second
real,
one.
though?
Yogurt Giggle.
Painkiller Already, commonly abbreviated as PKA, is a podcast that started in April 2010 by Jordy, Woody's Gamertag, and FPS Kyle. It would consist of an unedited recording of the three on a video call, usually with a guest, where they would talk about various topics. Because of how big the three hosts were, PKA would grow in popularity exponentially and gave Jordy additional financial support. In 2013, Kyle arranged a boot camp at his house to help Jordy lose weight for 1 month, for which Jordy agreed to join.
Look, man, come to my house. We'll do a fucking month-long boot camp. We'll get the fans behind it. We'll do a Kickstarter to get you like fitness gear, supplies. We'll film the entire thing. We'll make posters. We'll make coffee mugs. We'll get like a big viewership. Not only will this revive your body, it'll revive your YouTube channel. I sort of half-heartedly meant it. I didn't really expect.
You know what's interesting though, dude, is that like first and foremost, what I just watched there was like not really the right way to start losing weight. I know that it can be really stressful. Okay, so when you're fat as fuck like me, it's not easy to just be like, okay, let's lose weight. You know, there's a lot of things. You like, first of all, you have to you really do have to figure out like, well, why am I so fucking fat? Right? And obviously it's because you're eating a lot, right? It's like, okay, well, why am I eating so much? For me, it was like I would use food as a coping. Like if I was upset, I'd be like, you know what? I want to eat something that makes me feel good. And then also, if I was feeling really happy, I'd also want to eat good. Something really good. So you kind of have to deal with like those things. You have to kind of deal with like your unhappiness and slowly deal with that. And it's small steps, man. Like a half an hour walk when you're that big every day is a really good first step. So you start out with like, okay, let me do a half-hour walk every day. That's your first step. Then maybe you start like counting your calories. Not necessarily reducing them yet, but starting to count your calories. And then you're like, okay, now I can start reducing my calories after I do that. Maybe you start like working out at the actual gym, like a little bit of weight training, which takes a lot too, because like it's very easy to fuck yourself up weight training unless you know what you're doing. So that could be a little difficult. So like, yeah, man, small steps. And I feel like boot camps are never a good idea and they can be very demotivating. And it's very interesting that apparently Jordy took something seriously when the guy was kind of like half kidding, because he probably wants to lose weight desperately, but he's never been able to find the correct pathway to do it. And it's one of the problems with, like, especially when skinny people, they're like, hey, let me help you lose weight. It doesn't really make any sense to me, because like it sounds like it. Oh my God, my fucking thing off. It sounds like it makes sense, but it doesn't really make sense, because if you're skinny, you don't really know what it's like to have eating problems, right? So how the fuck do you really know? It's like, oh yeah, I'm already skinny. I have an eating problem. Okay, well, you don't have an eating problem, rather. So how the fuck are you going to know how to deal with somebody who's not skinny and has an eating problem? You can't. You literally just cannot do that. And so it's very bizarre. It takes more than that, you know? So
expect him to ever say yes, because of all the things that we told you so far.
It's like if you're a tall person and the short person's upset, and you'd be like, just do this, bro. You know, it's kind of the same. But yeah, man, it takes a little bit of know-how to be able to do this shit.
You know, he doesn't get out of his bubble too much. And then the man said yes. And so that night I was taking a shower in my shower after the show, and I was washing my hair, and I bumped my elbow on the shower wall, and I was like, God, the shower is a little narrow. And then it occurred to me, Wings of Redemption could not fit into my shower. So construction began the next day on a $5,000 shower.
After the boot camp ended, Jordy had lost 40 pounds, 18 kilograms. However, he would soon...
And how long was the boot camp, did they say? Because that's a lot of weight. 40 pounds, and like I think it was 4 weeks. That's, honestly, I think that's too much weight, even for him size. Like, you know, there's only so much you should lose, and I feel like that might be a month. That's a little much, man. Like, it's like for his weight, I'd say 3 to 5 pounds is probably pushing it. But if you think about it, 40, so every pound is 3,500 calories. So if you're losing 10 pounds, that means that you're eating 5,000 calories less than you need to maintain your weight every day. That's insane. That's like possibly like that's not good. That's not healthy. You know what I mean? Like if your body can, like, let's say your body maintains at 7,000 calories for his weight or whatever, and then he's cutting down 5,000 calories. Like that's a lot. That's something that's not necessarily going to be sustainable. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing, is it's not just about losing weight. It's about keeping the weight off. And if you don't have a successful program to keep the weight off, then what the fuck are you doing? There's really no point in running what you're running. You need to be able to lose the weight and then keep it off. Those are very important things, you know?
Gain the weight back after the boot camp.
Yeah.
During the boot camp, Kyle would experience some struggles with living with...
It's like the same thing as drug addicts, bro. Like, I know this sounds so silly, but like being fat, you're addicted to food. The only difference is you have to eat. All right. And like sugar is, my understanding, like as addictive as like cocaine. There's been studies that say that, like hard drugs. And so like it's just something to keep in mind. So you have to set like a solid positive boundary. You got to make better choices, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's just, you can't do that in a boot camps, or they don't make sense. Like they don't really make sense from a weight loss perspective, I don't think. It's crazy, bro.
The Wings.
Living with him outside of the workout was one of the worst months of my life, because Wings lives within his own bubble. He doesn't socialize, and so he doesn't curtail himself to social norms. Right away, myself, my roommate Kitty, and my girlfriend were in my kitchen. And the bathroom is visible from the kitchen. And we hear this noise of water flowing into more water. And we all look up ponderously, and the bathroom door is agape. And Wings is pissing. And we can see most of him. I couldn't see the penis, nor could he. But he was pissing. And we all just, and we were all just in shock. And finally, my roommate Kitty yelled, "Close the goddamn door! You're pissing with the door open!" She's British, if you can't tell. And we all just bust out laughing. Like, can you believe that? He's like, "What? What's the big deal? You know, just taking a piss." And not like I was shitting.
Strong
You know,
point.
shitting. When I put him on the FPS Kyle diet, which is a lot of salads and grilled chicken, basically, he didn't shit for a week. like what are we gonna blow this man's asshole out? So we're getting him these chia seed drinks from the grocery store, which are supposed to aid and passing, you know, making you regular, making you poop. And
I mean, like that diet doesn't sound sustainable. That's like hey, this is like, he's FBS Kyle. He probably made this diet. It's probably not a sustainable diet, bro. It's just not going to be a sustainable diet. It's just so crazy because like Wings is obviously a very flawed individual. But it's so interesting that like a lot of people like this guy probably passed off his like workout and diet advice as if it was like the best thing in the entire world. It's like, yeah, man, this is what I do. But for this guy who's probably never really been fat, this thing that he did was good for, that's like a next step for him. He's like, I was eating kind of trashy food, but I wasn't really overweight. So I just started eating more salad. I was like, okay, but that's not where fucking Jordy is at all. That's not going to be successful for the dude in any capacity, you know? It's not going to be like a good first step to make.
Finally, like 7 or 8 days in, I mean, I had to replace the toilet. Not because anything was wrong with it, but just out of principle after he left.
Later on, Woody and Kyle decided to go on a survival trip where they would only bring the bare essential supplies and invited Jordy to come along. At first, he was enthusiastic about the trip, uploading videos on his channel displaying his survival skills. While on his way to the campsite, Kyle would call Jordy to ask if he had begun driving there.
I'm driving in the night before, and I think to myself, hey, let me give old Wings a call, make sure we're all good to go here, you know, because it's Wings. Call him up, say, hey man, you ready to do this thing? I'm driving in now, about 3 hours from the place. What are you up to? You know, you could if you left right now, you'd be here around 11, and you know, you could share this motel room with me. I could get a room with 2 beds or something. He's like, I'm not going. What? What do you mean? I'm not coming.
That's fucked up.
When were you going to tell me? I'm telling you right now. What the? So I call. I text Woody. I'm like, he's not fucking going. He's not fucking going. And so Woody gets on the phone with him. Woody tries to talk, and I'm thinking like Woody's going to talk him into this. I'm still driving with this idea. Woody will talk him into this. Woody's a great motivational speaker when he needs to be, and I'm sure Woody was filling him with
compilations of me telling Wings, like, you know, if you want to be an extraordinary person, you have to do extraordinary things.
Be a winner, not a loser. Be a doer, not a don'ter. You know,
Very Henry Rollins-esque, yeah.
Yeah, this sort of talk, you know, and he just doesn't fucking come. He just doesn't fucking come. And it's now it's just me and Woody in the woods. Now it's just kind of weird.
It got gay.
It got gay.
This became the last straw for Kyle and Woody because the episode that aired after the trip did not feature Jordy. The host also clarified that Jordy would not return in future episodes.
Yeah, so we've decided, it was a group decision, we decided that Wings of Redemption wasn't going to continue with us on the show for at least the foreseeable future. He's got a lot of stuff that he needs to work out before he's, you know, up to par with what we need from him. You know, he's...
It's kind of sad, man, because like I know that they probably had a relationship was probably more strenuous than that, but it seemed like some of the foundation of their issues really came from... It really came from like some aspects where like they may not have been the best at coaching him to lose weight and adding additional stress onto that in some capacity. And then they're like, okay, we're going to get rid of this show. And it's like, okay, I understand the frustration, but like that's a third of the show. And we do have to acknowledge that like he made the show too in a way where like he's part of the show's success, you know? And so it feels kind of shitty to be like, yeah, you're out. I don't know, man. Because they didn't like, I guess he didn't operate in the way they wanted him to from like a diet perspective and whatnot, and like a lot of these different things. Because it was a lot of buildup. It was like, oh, he's not eating or dieting the right way. He's gaining the weight back. He's kind of an asshole. I get that as well. And then it all kind of comes around like this camping trip they went to do, and he didn't want to do it. And like, you know what I'm saying? It just seems kind of shitty, you know? Because imagine if they had been, you know, more there for him. If he would have been a better person now, you know what I'm saying? We don't really know.
He's having a hard time, and he's made some decisions that we didn't feel were so friendly. So for the time being, we're gonna continue without him. We have not replaced him.
1 month after Jordy was kicked off, he would accuse Woody and Kyle of not being true friends and for not being paid for his time on PKA on Twitter. He would also claim that Kyle did not help him in the boot camp besides initially setting it up. These allegations would be addressed by Woody in his Feedback Friday videos, where he also shed some light on why Wings was kicked out of PKA.
He, the core of it is he says like these guys were, that the PKA crew were never friends to him, that we never called him, we didn't share, you know, the money with him and things like that. And that frustrates me because it's a lie, and that's kind of why he's gone, because it was this like this constant backstabbing, this constant taking shots at him. Every time he fell into some sort of slump or got grumpy or whatever, he would lash out at all the people that were close to him. Like, I'll tell you, the reason I didn't make Wings of Redemption's desk for him was because that at the time, he was giving search engine optimization tips to people that were attacking my son. When obviously Jesus he said that he was going to rape my daughter, rape my wife after he kicked my ass, and he called Colin retarded 100 times. And Wings donated money to that guy because he thought it would make him look good. Like, the list is long, man. Oh, remember Wings went on Keemstar's podcast and said that we never gave him any of the money from the show. Why would he say that? I've taken so much undeserved shit for stuff like that. And now if you follow him, he says he just lost 1/3 of his income. Right. To say that we were never his friends is not fair. We would do so much for him. We tried to help him so often. You know, I felt like I would be good to him, and then that wasn't reciprocated again and again and again. So,
you know, that's fair. Never mind. Just kidding. LOL. Don't listen to me. That's pretty shitty, bro. Sounds like a real fucking asshole. I'm pretty sure I knew that too, and I just like forgot it. It's one of those weird things where like you know, when you forget, bro.
Old PKA clips would become the primary source of Jordy's controversial statements and positions. Jordy attempted to distance himself from these statements by claiming he was playing a character or dialing up the edginess for views.
You know, hurting myself would have shut down this thing. No, this is going to be the year. I'm no longer going to be fat after 2014.
Bro, can I just tell you, weight loss surgery to me is so fucking dumb. I think the retention rate is really low, and the reason for that is because it just, bro, they shrink, like there's different types, but effectively like they shrink your stomach, your ability to like eat a lot, and it makes you throw up when you eat food. Like, I just feel like if like fundamentally, if seriously, like it makes you throw up if you eat too much or you eat bad food. Like it's so bad for you, and people are like, yeah, you know, bulimia is bad. You shouldn't throw up food, but unless you have your stomach cut open, then it's okay to throw up. It's like, what the fuck? It just seems like not the best way to operate. Like, it just doesn't seem like the most intelligent way to operate at all. Like, I don't want to get the surgery. Like, it's hard to lose weight the right way, but it's so much better because a lot of times people fold on their surgery. They don't actually like take to the fucking, you know, prescription of whatever. And it really just puts you in so much pain that you don't want to eat. Like, it's not actually like a way to lose weight. It just makes you not want to eat because you're fucking sick. I mean, honestly, you're better off fucking burning the taste buds on your tongue so you don't taste food than you are getting a fucking like lap band surgery. It's so bad for you. You know, it's crazy.
And that's the promise I made to myself.
In 2018, Jordy would begin to express his desire to receive weight loss surgery. He believed that the only way he could lose weight was through bariatric surgery. He would then post a $25,000 donation goal for his viewers so he can pay for it. It would be met in 5 months.
Jesus.
Jordy had a choice between going to an American doctor or getting...
me too, guys. I would like to start a $25,000 GoFundMe to lose weight. I'm just kidding, bro. I don't need that money. I mean, I'll take it, but...
the surgery in Mexico. However, he would learn that the American doctor would require him to get his body weight to 400 pounds or roughly 180 kilograms before he can get the surgery.
What was he at?
Jordy would decide to opt for the surgery in Mexico. Even though Jordy has occasionally shared his weight to his audience, viewers were unsure of what Jordy's true weight was due to his history of making up stories. In this instance, he claims that he's 460 pounds, a little under 210 kilograms.
And that's one of the weird things too, is like they'll say, hey, you have to lose a certain amount of weight before you can do it, so we know you can lose weight. And what I find so crazy is like, okay, so you're losing weight. The doctor, and that's a good prescription for the doctor to give you. If you could lose like 40 pounds by yourself, why the fuck do you need this surgery anymore? You know what I'm saying? Not a good idea. We really need to start teaching people healthy eating in the correct way. Rather than just like fucking, dude, like we have like a culture that encourages instant gratification, and people associate like weight loss surgeries with that instant gratification aspect. It's fucking crazy. It really is fucking crazy. And people are like, yeah, I'll just get this. It'll be easy. It's not. It's worse.
Despite having the money to pay for the surgery thanks to his viewers, he would continuously postpone getting the surgery due to his anxiety.
They made another post trying to say I'm a fucking liar on the PKA subreddit. Because I'm constantly unhappy, dude. Imagine waking up every day of your life, barely able to walk, and all you do is get picked on and criticized. That's my life. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I hate my fucking life at this point. I really do. It ain't about getting a motherfucking surgery, dude. There's a lot more things to it. Not to mention, I'm scared to fucking death of the surgery. I'm scared of it. Who do I get?
And it's like all that. It's like go for a half-hour walk a day or 10 minutes, whatever you can do. Like, it really will make a big difference. It's like these little patterns of proper behavior. They make a fucking huge difference. It's true. That's what I'm saying, man. This surgery is scary because you could also die getting it. Like, just being fat alone makes surgery more dangerous. It's fucking crazy shit, bro. Fucking crazy ass shit.
I had to talk to about it? Nobody. Because if I talk about anything, on everything, there's a video made about it, and there's 20,000 people laughing at me, or there's a podcast with 100,000 viewers making fun of me, calling me a fucking idiot. What is there? It's like, seriously, what is there?
Sorry.
I get what do I do this for? Privilege for? Like, seriously, a privilege to fucking sleep all goddamn day, play the same fucking games over and over and over again, to feel like shit, to realize nobody's ever gonna fucking love me. Like, what is?
That's so fucked up and sad, bro. Like, I know he lies about shit, but I feel like that's so genuine, dude. Like, and like the contrast, man, like being a content creator has been so good for me, especially like I'm married and like I play games and do commentary and I get to have fun and it's like actually really cool. And like, it's such a fucking blessing, bro. And I'm not even like a religious person, but I still like to use that word because it's really no other way to explain it. And then like, I don't stream all the time though. Like, I stream less than most stream. Like, I stream for like 4 hours a day, maybe. I've been streaming more since this game came out. Get off, hang out with my wife, give her a kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy getting off the stream. You know what I mean? Fucking crazy. I feel so fucking bad for this dude. It's so sad, bro. It's sucked up. I feel like a lot of that too has to do with like your the food that you're eating. Like your weight has like a profound impact on like that kind of perspective too. Because it's just so, bro. It's so hard to explain. But like there's just like weird things that come with being fat. And I know it's, you know, I know you can lose weight, but still, and it's just like fucking having to get like, dude, he's probably like so unhealthy that his like feet probably hurt all the time and like tingle. He probably has to get up to piss so often, and it's just probably so frustrating and upsetting. It's so sad, dude. It's just so fucking sad.
What is the privilege that I fucking get? Why am I afraid of the surgery? Okay, well, first off, I might lose my teeth. That's number one.
Why?
Number two, I might develop anemia. So I'll be freezing and having weak spells for the rest of my life. That's a possibility. That's number two. Could die during the surgery. That's a possibility too. I could scar wrong and struggle eating even food that I do get to eat. That's number four. I mean, I'm gonna have dehydration bouts. I won't be able to go to the hospital because I don't have insurance. I could need my gallbladder removed, and that's another surgery that costs tens of thousands of dollars that I won't be able to get without going into debt. What else is there? I could develop a disease where I eat the lining of my throat out from vomiting too much because of overeating. I got to change the way I drink water, eat, and everything else the rest of my life. I got to lose 40
It's so
pounds.
crazy because you have to do though. You really should like just lose weight. Like, dude, you have to. Isn't that crazy? Like what he said. He's like, oh, I could fuck myself up from vomiting from eating food if I don't eat the right food. Like, that's a crazy concern. Like, that shouldn't have to, like, that's what I'm talking about when I'm like, this surgery is so fucking dumb, bro. Like, you're concerned with that. That's because the surgery is such a bad fucking idea. Like, don't do that. That's not good for you. Like, oh, but because that's the thing is like, he needs to not eat that food. So either you diet the regular way and just not eat that food, or you diet, or you get a fucking surgery that makes you like have horrible interactions. Like sometimes, bro, I eat bad. Doesn't mean I don't lose weight though. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. It's so restrictive. You know, you need to give yourself time to fail too in order to like really succeed. It's true. Like if you have a bad week and like you accidentally go back to a negative eating habit, like it's okay. A lot of people give up though. And the lap band surgery teaches you to give up because you're just throwing up and it's going to fuck you up, bro. It's just going to fuck you up.
Pounds within a fucking month. I have no.
In June 2018, Jordy would upload pictures of himself at the Mexico clinic on his Twitter. He would soon return home and immediately question his choice.
I wanted my life to be so much different after the surgery, and it's not really. It's not. Like, I just text just like 20 minutes ago and canceled the plans I had for today because I'm going to have to stream again today to try to keep my subs up. And, you know, like, I'm stuck in the same routine again where it's like I'm fucking here. And like right now, like I'm so sick of sitting in chairs. That's the reason I bought this chair today on a whim. Like I'm so sick of like my body hurting for sitting in chairs because I'm so big. And like I want to lose weight faster than I'm losing weight right now. And I'm not doing everything I could be doing to help that alone. Like I'm not.
Throughout 2019, Jordy had visibly lost some weight, and the antidepressants he had been prescribed made him react to trolling less aggressively. However, as of now, it seems that Jordy may have gained some of his weight back because he has gotten off track diet-wise, eating fast food and drinking soda.
Imagine spending $25,000 on a surgery for it to just now. You know what I mean? Fucked up.
Stream. Trolls have even sent fast food deliveries to Jordy's residence in an effort to make him gain weight. They also began—
That's so fucked up, dude. Holy shit. That's really fucked up. Bro, this guy has like a food addiction, and you're like, you know what we could do to be really funny? We'll be life by sending him fucking food. That's horrible, dude. That's so bad. I'm gonna get some Popeyes today though. But oh man, I lost like 3 pounds this week. I'm fucking so happy, bro. I've been losing weight on 3,500 calories a day, bro. Crazy shit, bro. But anyway.
And spamming "congrats on beating the surgery" in his chat and donations.
Oh my god.
Congrats, Jody. Beating the surgery.
Congrats, Jordy, for the beating of the surgery, pimp. I'm proud of you. You did great.
Oh my.
Fucking Richie, mate. Congrats, mate. So fucking keen that you have beat the fucking weight loss surgery.
Are these people who know him and are actively trolling him, or are these people like, are other people like trolls going into other people's streams and make, hey, can my friend Jordy, can you tell him like congratulations for beating this surgery? And they probably think it's like a nice thing. Because that's so fucked up. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? That's terrible. What the jeez, reading donations? Bro.
What a fucking legend. You, sir, are a mad cunt. Big up to you.
I gotta piss. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna run a quick ad. I'll be right back, okay? Jesus, that's fucked up. I stand alone. Hi. Be back.
Jordy believed that the surgery would be the silver bullet that would solve all of his life issues, such as his weight and career choice. However, he has learned that without discipline, the efforts have now gone in vain.
Like, there's nothing to take money off the truck. It all just adds to it. Like, how... He changed the budget to $60,000? Alright, $60,000. Now we're talking about shit.
Jordy is very into trucks, always customizing the F-150 Raptor he wants on stream.
It's got a Roush engine. That's what you don't understand. This F-150's got a Roush racing engine in it. Hell, it's worth more now than what I paid. Look at this man's riding. Look at the odometer. Woody and I are both looking at the odometer, the gauges on this thing. They're like glowing green. The leather seats, the chrome railings and step bars, the nice wheels and tires. It's immaculate. It smells good. It's beautiful. He bought a new one a couple months later.
The first one wasn't comfy enough.
Jordy is also a fan of Mustangs. He bought a 2014 V6 Mustang with leftover donation money for weight loss surgery because he chose to get the vertical sleeve gastronomy in Mexico, costing less than the American surgery. Of course, the purchase of the Mustang has caused controversy within his community. In November 2019...
He always bitches about he doesn't want to go to the doctor, but then he buys like a brand new car. Like, Jesus.
Sean Ranklin uploaded a video highlighting a live stream where Jordy showcased a new 2017 4-cylinder EcoBoost Ford Mustang after trading in his 2014 Mustang and getting a car loan despite having bad credit.
The only reason I stream Call of Duty is when I'm at the point where I need subscribers. I don't play this game for fun. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty.
I'm sure most
it's always like, listen, I understand feel like you might be like pigeonholed into doing something you don't want to as a streamer. I think that's one of the really unfortunate things that happens where you get like you feel like you get forced to do a thing you may not want to do. Because like it happens, man. Like I mean, I feel like I've sometimes you feel like you're doing content you may not enjoy doing anymore. It's difficult to transition. There's so many different aspects, like this piece of shit fucking thing attacking me and pissing me off. But like also I don't know, man. Like I've been very fortunate. Like, I've just kind of changed. And, I don't have as many Twitch viewers anymore, which is fine, but like my YouTube viewership goes up. So it's like I just like to chill here. So sometimes it's about trying to figure out an alternative method of, I guess, monetization so you can do things you actually enjoy doing. I know it's not easy to just like make that prescription, be like, yeah, just do this, you fucking idiot. But it's always a good idea to try.
Most of you know what Call of Duty is, but concerning Jordy, Call of Duty basically started his internet career. Jordy started out as a COD commentary channel in the early 2010s and quickly rose in popularity. He was even popular enough to launch other people's channels by just featuring their content on his. However, Call of Duty would soon turn on him. In 2011, during a PKA show, Jordy would insult Syndicate on who is the better player, believing Syndicate, one of the best Zombies players, can't be skillful in multiplayer deathmatch. This argument reached an apex when Woody suggested that Jordy and Syndicate play a 1v1 deathmatch. The match was hyped up enormously and was viewed by many. While Jordy was winning early on, the game fell into Syndicate's favor.
Didn't Jordy just camp all the time? Like, wasn't Jordy just a dirty fucking camper? He would just sit there and he would just camp people and he didn't really have any skill and he was just kind of a fucking cuck. I'm pretty sure that's true. Pretty sure that's true, bro. Just saying, dude.
Good lord.
Syndicate up 8-4.
Is he still sitting over there, just crouching?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you where he is.
Look here, let me. Why don't you go and make a comment that there's not been a shot fired in almost 2 minutes because Syndicate's laying on his belly somewhere. Dude, he's just fucking hiding. Look, I'm looking at the fucking map right now. Where's he at?
Oh, I see.
Realizing he had no chance of winning, Jordy would rage quit and become angry at Woody and Syndicate.
Wings, are you in the game?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
You fucking laughing, you fucking
Oh, Wings, I think you are. I know it's
Oh, don't fucking
days.
suck. Fucking shit. Fuck! Why the fuck you stream that shit?
Jesus Christ.
It was your idea.
No, I didn't say streaming.
This match would have had a minor impact on Jordy's career, but it would cement itself as the beginning of his downfall because of how he behaved afterwards.
Yeah,
the
man.
day after the duel, Greek billionaire
I mean, it's not even like the fucking slurs aren't good, but you know, edgy gamer losers don't give a shit about that. It's not even that. It's like the fact that after he wasn't like, yeah, man, you know what, I fucking lost. I talked a lot of shit. That was my fucking. I took the L. It is what it is. You know what I mean? All he really had to do, and nobody would have cared. They would be like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, you're a humble guy. It's all good. You know?
Keith David, who had previously hosted Call of Duty tournaments, offered a $5,000 reward to the rematch winner. However, Syndicate would later post screenshots of Skype DMs where Jordy wanted Syndicate to throw the match convincingly to get a split of the reward. Quote, "You get 3,000, I get 2,000, but I have to come out on top. Sound like a good deal or want no part of it?" Syndicate would deny, causing Jordy to become desperate. "I need this kind of money. I don't make $2,500 a day. I got a family to feed, so money is a big deal to me. You said you wanted to bury the hatchet. What better, we both make money and I beat you by like 1 kill in game 5. It's a $1,000 to lose a game you're not expected to win. I'd figured I'd offer it." Syndicate would promptly reply, "No way, Wings. You just blew it big style," and then left the conversation. This screenshot would lead to an increase in negative comments on Jordy's YouTube channel, referencing the now infamous match. He would upload more COD commentaries talking about himself and his personal issues to respond to these comments. Years later, Jordy would transition to live streaming on Twitch full-time and begrudgingly played Call of Duty because he believed it was the only game that would get him donations and views. Call of Duty would continue to ruin Jordy's career after his breakdown from getting trolled on Call of Duty World War II became Sean Ranklin's most viral highlight video, effectively beginning the full-scale trolling that Jordy experiences to this day. Despite all the negativity this game series has brought to Jordy, he still buys every entry that comes out and still plays live on stream to this day.
Bro, there's probably a part of him who enjoys the game. Like, he's so full of shit. But, you know, he kind of fucked himself because he's not exactly somebody that people want to watch. I think that's the problem. Is that people don't really want to watch Wings of Redemption. They want to watch him fail. And he gets the most toxic when he fails on Call of Duty. You know what I mean? But they don't want to watch him. It's just like, oh, it's fun. It's not like it's like a fun interaction. Like, oh, look at Wings of Redemption. He gets so angry. Tee like a Tyler 1 type of thing. It's more like, oh, God, I want to see this guy like ruin his fucking life. And that's kind of his fault, man, for setting his shit up the way he did.
Unlimited weight. Big ups to Liquid Lexapro and DeFura Richardson Samuel McJordan III. The arch socialists of YouTube.
Wingisms refer to the vocabulary Jordy uses while talking to others. Some of these wingisms include look here, look, listen, pimp, big ups, real talk, and variations of ban anyone who tries to give me advice. These wingisms have been used by trolls to mock Jordy by spamming them and including them in derogatory messages.
It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking cheating.
Lord, do you wanna
ban anybody who uses MNK in my chat room. Understand? Mods, what are you doing?
We got.
Oh, come the fuck on. Where was he? Oh, come on. Oh, my lord, dude. Holly, quit trying to fucking rush him, dude. Rock bottom. Anyway. What's up, pimps?
Or just trolling.
You're the best, man. Yoo-hoo chocolate drink. Buy any other beverage and you could be making a terrible mistake.
Huh?
Yoo-hoo is a chocolate beverage consisting of water, high fructose corn syrup, cocoa, and whey. They were invented in 1928 and are manufactured by Keurig Dr. Pepper. The only reason I bring this up is because Jordy likes to drink Yoo-hoos. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you telling me that.
Fuck you! Every farce I be ripping your baby mama, she be spitting. When I slap her bitch ass, then tell her get back in the kitchen. Looking at.
Wow.
Liquid Richard is a musical artist that samples voice clips of Jordy to create.
That was going hard, bro. That was going kind of hard.
Songs that are, I'm not gonna lie, pretty straight bangers.
And everybody, shut the fuck up. You fucking dick sucker. Shut the fuck up. Ban these guys, dude. You fucking dick sucker.
I don't give a fuck, man. I got hate my fucking life at this point.
Welcome to Ban World. Ban World. Ban World. Ban World. Shut the fuck up.
it's tax season, and like most of the money I make right now is all going to taxes. I'm not in a tough spot money wise. Don't get that construed.
This is sort of a conspiracy theory that Jordy might actually be super wealthy. Much like how he said in the title card, he has said that he's not hard up for money and that he's doing door dashing and Twitch streaming to add extra money in the bank account. I couldn't find any evidence to confirm that Jordy is in fact rich. Jordy was making good money back then when he was a COD YouTuber. Kyle on PKA
I
said
don't think that YouTube back then paid as well as it does now. Could be wrong though.
That he used to make $10,000 a month, although I'm not sure there's much of that money left.
That's not bad, but that's not rich at all. That's like, it's a good money, but it's not rich money. That's like upper middle class, if that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but.
Bongo boy, da-doy. Hey, Bongo boy.
Bongo is Jordy's dog and has become the prime target against trolls who want to perpetuate the idea of Jordy being an animal abuser. Trolls started claiming that Bongo was being neglected by Jordy and even had animal protective services arrive at his house, although they concluded that nothing was going on.
Basically, I had an animal control police officer show up stating that they had a report that I was chaining a dog up and keeping it in a kennel. And the dog they had listed was Chevy, like a golden lab. And like, no, I don't have a lab. I have a mixed breed. And I went back and showed him Bongo, and I showed him Bailey, and I showed him the two cats and the condition they live in, what I feed them and stuff like that. And he gave me a paper stated that it was a false police report.
Go ahead and ban the word war zone from my chat, please.
Ban the word Muslim, please. Ban everybody spamming that.
Ban world refers to many things. It started as a wingism Jordy would use when he banned someone from chat. For an example,
Yeah,
he would
did
say,
kill a kitten by putting it under a bucket, right? Yeah, I guess he did do that thing.
"Welcome to Ban World, buddy." The term ban world gained substantial popularity after Liquid Richard released an album titled after it. Ban world also refers to a troll Discord server started by several troll channels. It was recently deleted after Jordy joined the server to debate Sparky and Xbottle, an event mentioned earlier in the Iceberg.
Alright, so we're going to do something. We're going into the Lion's Den today, guys.
Lion's Den is a name Jordy uses to call troll Discord servers. He has joined these servers' chat rooms from time to time to either ask him to take down certain videos or to argue about why they're trolling him.
Let's go get my ass beat.
Okay.
On Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls has become a game Jordy would play on stream if he became bored with Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty. In May 2018, Sean Franklin would highlight a notable stream where Jordy would have a mental breakdown about the surgery. This was shown earlier in this video. Just a quick discretion, this name is being used to trick people into saying the N-word. Just watching out for everyone. The name originates from a fake tweet where someone claimed
Bernie Borges? What?
that Bernie was a journalist from CNN who was executed by the Taliban in Afghanistan. This picture and name were also used to depict Jordy as a victim of the 2020 Beirut explosion.
They're talking about the Beirut blast. All right, so first of all, what someone did, and honestly, it's not cool that they did this. It really isn't. Look, you know, sometimes something's fucking inappropriate and you just laugh. That doesn't mean what's done is the right thing to do. I wish nobody had done this, but somebody put wings amongst the victims who were missing in the Beirut blast and gave them a false name.
All right, so here's the deal. Anybody asking for New Vegas from this point on will just be permanently banned.
Fallout New Vegas had become a hot topic within Jordy's streams. He had promised that if viewers were to donate a certain amount of money, he would play Fallout New Vegas. However, Jordy seemed to avoid playing the game, stating that he never said that a donation goal for New Vegas ever existed. He's even gotten to the point where he banned users in chat for mentioning New Vegas. In November 2021, Jordy would cave into the demands of his audience and play Fallout New Vegas.
Wow.
What's up, homies?
What a great
I
story.
heard like a little kid.
That's Carlito.
Oh. Hey, Carlito.
Carlitos is a Rainbow Six Siege player that appeared in the Sean Franklin video titled Wings of Redemption Trolled and Rages at Child on Ranked Rainbow Six Siege. Despite being a kid, Carlitos easily trolled Jordy by complying with troll DMs, instructing him on shouting out Sean Franklin and team killing him.
Come on, man! This is your fucking friend.
Is he OBJ?
No, he just team killed me.
Come on, Carlito. Seriously, dude?
my shit, like, so, this,
You don't accidentally headshot somebody after walking into a room that you don't have no business going into at the time. Quit being a chump all your life, Carlitos.
Bruh, they're telling me to team kill you.
Yeah, so you do it.
I'm not.
You just did it. You just did it. Carlitos, look here.
Oh my god. What's going on,
Stop
man?
reading your messages. Turn them off. Carlitos, dude, people fuck with me 24 hours a day. I don't need you in here fucking with me too, dude. This is supposed to be cool time.
True.
Fucking Lord! Stop, dude!
Oh
Your boy's about to get... You better pick me up because he's going to get kicked out of the game if you don't.
Bro, UAV should be thanking you
Thanking you for what?
for giving your people some entertainment.
Motherfucker.
What a little asshole,
Like,
bro.
seriously.
Winnie, come on.
Go
bro.
away, dude.
Bro, look here, listen, bro. We need a bottle.
No, I'm team killing you right the fuck now. I don't give a shit. I'm team killing you now.
Is he gonna be able to?
Because of the popularity of this video, as it almost hit 1 million views, Carlitos has cemented himself as a pillar in the trolling community.
Probably not the best pillar
by it. And we've all been kind of discussing it, and like we were talking about, like
probably not the community you really want to be praised in, but okay.
Should we even talk about this? Like, it's kind of fucked, but like my point was, if we do talk about it,
Jordy's wife, Kelly, has become the target of cheating allegations after trolls leaked Discord DMs she sent to Jordy's stream mods. The messages were circulated online after the event where Jordy made Kelly cry on stream because he didn't want to talk to her about her medical results and chose to play Dark Souls instead. YouTube user Mr. YOLO Dick Swagger uploaded a video on April 2021 compiling all of the leaked messages between Kelly and the stream mods, showcasing her affection towards them and posting unflattering pictures of Jordy. This video also shows Jordy attempting
Gotta look at these. Oh, Jordy, get a new best friend. I see.
and posting unflattering pictures of Jordy. This video also shows Jordy attempting to defuse the situation to his audience.
Joe Man and Crown demodded themselves because they're upset that I told my wife to leave the Discord because I got tired of them tattletelling to her. I told the other day that the next mod that complains to the wife
spawned in a fucking
about me on Discord, I was going to demod, and it was Brad.
Oh wow, you got spawned inside.
And I was going to go demod Brad, and she says like, you can keep Brad mod, I'll just leave. I'm like, alright, I made that agree. Well, thank you for telling me, Crown Prince. Now I can ask her why she lied to me. They chose to be unmodded. I didn't unmod them. The fact is, they joined. My wife joined this like mod Discord, and like every time I'd have a bad day streaming, they would talk to her while she's at work. So now she's got to be at work dealing with drama from my stream while doing this at the same time. That drama you guys are trying to make is non-drama. If Joe Man and Crown don't want to be mods, they don't got to be mods. I can find other people to ban people. I ain't got no hard feelings with them. I forced them out? I didn't force them out. I mean, what have I lied about?
He would later react to Mr. YOLO Dick Swagger's video, defending himself with the same arguments as shown earlier. PKA would also respond to Mr. YOLO Dick Swagger's video, criticizing Kelly for not being a supportive wife.
True.
I don't have a TikTok, but it's still, like, I didn't have a TikTok and the cops still came to my house earlier.
I remember this, bro.
About them threatening to kidnap somebody's kids or something.
In August 2021, a troll created a TikTok account that impersonated Jordy and would harass female users with sexual and pedophilic comments. TikTok users would begin to expose the account to their audiences, unaware it had no relation to Jordy.
A lot of children access this app. I'm gonna show y'all a few comments a pedophile left me, and I'm gonna leave his account for you guys as well. What that say? Ha ha ha, you mad? Coming for that kid, coming for that kid. I don't play about my children.
Fucked up.
This is his profile. So if you guys can, please go report him. Go blow his stuff up. This man is kidnapping children.
The situation got so widespread that police arrived at Jordy's residence in an attempt to arrest and interrogate him.
Dog, I've had the cops called to my house 4 times in the last 2 months. I've had 2 for fucking Bongo, I've had this one, and I've had another one for fucking like...
Well, I mean, you did kill a cat, you said, so I mean, the animal cruelty one, reasonable assumption, I feel like. So.
Craigslist shit. What's a fucking lawyer gonna do? You act like I've never talked to a lawyer before. They don't do shit. I'm not being toxic, I'm fed up, dude. I just... Like, 2 hours ago, I had a guy telling me I was a fucking liar because he seen me on video talking bad about these people when it was really a fucking troll pretending to be me. And he couldn't understand the fact that just because they have my picture and my information doesn't mean it's me. Running my name through the fucking mud, calling me a pedophile, calling me a racist. I'm none of these things.
Well, maybe the racist.
You don't see how this is fucking bullying me? Matter of fact, I'm never gonna even put that out there. The answer is
Age of consent.
no to both.
During a live stream in September 2021, Jordy would ask his chat about what he has done to make people think that he is a pedophile, leading him to reaffirm a controversial statement.
I flirted with a couple 17-year-old girls in a fucking rainbow lobby because they were being flirtatious. Both girls, by the way, are legal consenting age in the United States of America. Both of them.
See, that's one of those problems, bro, is you have these fucking weird-ass age of consent laws. We really need to change our shit. But that's what I talk about. Like, a lot of people will say this shit, like, yeah, bro, unfortunately, the entirety of the fucking world, or America will say, is not up to par on where we are. Well, not even in every state. Like, even my state's like, age of consent's like 17. It's fucking weird shit, bro. It's just bizarre shit. And it doesn't, I don't think it makes it socially okay, but since it's legally okay by the age of consent laws, like, it's one of those gross things. You know, you have society that's not socializing, especially grown men, away from young girls. That's really what it comes down to. And we need to do a better job as a society of socializing these interactions away. It's fucked up. It really is.
I made a point that the new generation of females are whores, and that you have to be naive to think that young girls aren't already having sex. I did say the age of consent should be 12. You know why I said that? Because growing up in high school...
Bro, it's so dumb. Like, young people in general, boys and girls, are like sexually, you know, whatever, gross. You know, I remember being a young boy. Girls are the same, just the same. Not the same thing as calling them whores, because that's just blaming them for your fucking sexual attraction to young people that you really shouldn't have. But, like, acknowledging that, like, yeah, young people have sex drives as well is different between calling them all whores, because that's more of a justify. Like, yeah, my behavior's okay because young girls are all whores and they want me to fuck them. You know what I mean? That's gross, bro. You're a grown man. You shouldn't be doing that.
I knew girls that were like 12, 13, 14, fucking on the regular. It has nothing to do with me being a pedophile.
Well, you might be a pedophile if you want to fuck them back, Jordy. That makes you the... That's what would make you the pedophile. Like, first of all, I don't know, like, any 12-year-olds. I'm just saying, like, what fucking 12-year-olds do you know that are fucking on the regular? Why do you even know that information about them is the thing. I think that he's just making things up to try to reinforce his point. But, like, what 13-year-old... You're like, yeah, I know 13-year-old girls that are like, why? I don't know any fucking 12-year-old girls fucking anybody. No, I'm sure that there are 12-year-olds that are sexually active. I think it's gross. But why do you know that? Why do you know, well, you know, maybe, why do you know 12-year-olds, first of all? And second of all, why do you know their sexual habits? You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make any sense. Why would you know the sexual habits of kids? What do you do? Hey, you fucking on the regular? And she's just like, yeah, you know it, Jordy. You know this. You know it, Jordan. Like, what the fuck? What's that conversation sound like?
Become an infamous quote from Jordy, sparking new allegations towards him being a pedophile, which he, of course, vehemently denies. It also caused more onlookers outside of Jordy's community to learn about him and dig up more egregious statements Jordy made in the past relating to the topic at hand.
Child pornography is such a loosely based thing. But even 16 at 45, I'd let that slide, because a 16-year-old can make her own damn decisions.
It's unfortunate how common that mentality is in people, and like older gross fucking men that think that that's appropriate. Like, in general, it's just so unfortunate. I mean, there are so many things wrong with that, you know, especially since most 16-year-olds are still in high school and you have a different perspective on the world. Like, I mean, like, a 16-year-old that's not in high school has a different mentality than a 16-year-old that is in high school. Even then, I wouldn't say it's appropriate. I mean, I honestly think that we need to fucking change age of consent, probably raise it. Make a standard, like, I don't know, 21, you know, something like that. I mean, something. We do, but Jesus Christ, what a fucking hot take. But he comes from I think he comes from like some bullshit fucking hick southern state where that kind of shit is appropriate. That's the unfortunate reality.
I'd cut child pornography off around 12.
Wow.
Jersey, North Carolina.
That is just completely, I mean, if he said 16 to be consistent with his original value, I'd say, okay, I understand what you're saying. I just disagree. I think that's disgusting. But this motherfucker said 12? What?
Whoa. Yeah,
Where would you cut child pornography off on?
No,
like, Jordy's the kind of guy that's like, oh, I don't really care about the age. It just matters what they look like, kind of a person. Like, that fucking gross-ass mentality.
These last two layers have a good amount of entries that are made up, so before each of them starts, I'm going to briefly explain these fake entries first.
Okay. Nice song choice, bro.
I couldn't find any evidence about Jordy being a Jehovah's Witness. I'm guessing this one talks about all the banquet meals and Wendy's chili and the Pepsi Jordy eats. This makes no sense. So this is some sort of conspiracy theory about how Jordy's entire existence online is just a character, similar to how Nikocado Avocado has been suspected of being an actor. Other than that, I couldn't find any concrete evidence that Jordy is in fact a method actor.
Come the fuck on, man. Real talk.
Real talk is another wingism that Jordy would exclaim at the end of an exasperation.
Real talk, like I'm a full ban angry tracker, dude. Like real talk, Mod, you got to do a better job. I tried not to, but the fact is, people hit me up for 2 fucking hours, dude. Real talk.
Real talk, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, bringing you some gameplay here.
On an early Call of Duty commentary video, Jordy would get on the topic of racism and begins to explain how racists don't bother him.
I want to talk about racism.
Why?
And I want to talk about why racists do not bother me.
You know what's so crazy is this is probably a profound thought from him. Like he's probably like, you know what? I have this really, or he thinks he has like this really profound thought about racism. He's like, you know, I'm going to express this. Here's why racists don't bother me. And of course, you know, he's referring to like other white racists, you know, like he's not even like referring to like black or people like BIPOC people being racist towards white people. He's just like, yeah, racism, it's racism towards black people doesn't bother me. That's his hot take. It's like, oh wow, I wonder why. Why wouldn't that bother you? You know what I mean? Interesting concept.
Ooh, that's a big term. Why racism doesn't bother you? Well,
to basically summarize his video, he says that he respects racists that are more upfront about their behavior than those who try to hide it.
I wouldn't say respect. I would say like I'd prefer an upfront racist to like an intelligent racist. I call it intelligent, like people who know how to be racist without people knowing that their behaviors are racist. I guess that's much better. But also like why you should just distance yourself from both of those people. You know what I mean? It's one thing to have some kind of subconscious bias. Everybody has it. I get that. Versus like an active like racist bias. You know what I mean? Like if there's a difference between being an active racist, more of there's a difference between being an active racist, that's somebody who you know is racist because they're very upfront about it. An active racist is somebody who knows that they're being racist, but they know how to hide it. And then somebody who has like a subconscious bias. Those are different. Those are all different things. You know what I mean?
Drive V8 Mustangs. What are you doing?
Didn't he like hit the dog or something?
Throughout his internet career, Jordy has either showcased or recounted stories involving killing or abusing animals accidentally and purposefully. This has allowed troll channels to compile these clips and upload them on YouTube to drive a narrative that Jordy abuses animals.
No.
You guys ever put a dog to sleep?
Yes.
Yeah? How did you choose the time?
Rifle.
Yeah, well, you know, we take them to the vet, and then they,
Listen, man, here's the thing. Like, I mean, listen, if somebody shoots their dog to put it down, I know it sounds cruel, but like that's not something that I would necessarily be upset about. It's more of like what the timing is, you know, because what's the difference between shooting your dog in the head and bringing it to the vet? Like, you just don't feel like you're participating in the killing of the animal. It really is what it is. You know, I know that's a harsh take. I know people might be like, but you know, you can, that's I guess that's the old way, but you know, it's probably cheaper. I guess that was fucked up, but
it's what they did with the last.
I mean, I personally don't think I could shoot a dog in the head. I'd bring him to the vet, but I'm just saying it.
I'm gonna pay $70 for a $2 bullet.
That'll be okay.
I guess I'm more frugal than Kyle. I just cannot fathom paying $70 for somebody else to kill a dog.
I wonder if you think about the dog in the same way that I do.
I just had the most expensive trip to Waffle House ever. I went to Waffle House, and on the way back I hit a deer with my truck. I spun his ass around. He was dead instantly.
Jesus Christ.
I think his lights just went out. Honestly. Was it scary? Nah, I was more pissed off than anything. Because now my truck has an accident on it.
On January 3rd, 2013, Keith Ratliff, a member of the FPS Russia production team, was found dead in his home in Carnesville, Georgia. Ratliff was responsible for obtaining all the firearms used in the FPS Russia videos. As of writing, there hasn't been any updates since Ratliff's death, causing the case to become the subject of many conspiracy theories. Some of these theories include an illegal gun deal gone wrong, anti-gun groups being responsible, and the US government being involved. Of course, none of these theories are correct. Jordy does not have a connection to Ratliff's death, and I suspect the only reason why it's included in this iceberg is because Jordy knew FPS Kyle, who hosted FPS Russia. I couldn't find any evidence of a collaboration between Angry Grandpa and Jordy. I guess this sort of stems from the fact that both Angry Grandpa and Jordy resided in South Carolina. This is entirely false. I guess this is some sort of anti-real talk. I'm not really sure what fake talk could mean. Maybe he says something true and then he says fake talk at the end or something. I don't know. Bernie isn't a real person. I'm not
I think I'm starting to understand it.
entirely sure what this entry could be talking about. I couldn't find any evidence of Jordy getting COVID or there being some sort of computer virus that's inspired by Wings. Let me know in the comments if you know what this entry is talking about. Maybe Jordy does see some hallucinations on stream. He could be just talking to nobody at all. But there isn't any concrete evidence on this statement, and all we could do is just speculate.
The money to deal with my health problems. I'm a continual failure on losing weight, and my YouTube channel went from...
In the video, From Bold to Trolled, Wings of Redemption's story, June the King would go over Jordy's childhood and would retell a story of how Jordy injured his head as a child.
1992, Jordy would experience his first serious injury. While playing baseball with his younger brother, the bat slipped out of his brother's hand, hit Jordy's head, and cracked his skull. He would then be rushed to the hospital where they would perform surgery in order to reduce brain swelling.
Should've just put him under a bucket, am I right, guys? Well, you know what I'm saying, dude?
He will later make a full recovery, though it is unclear if this injury impaired his cognitive abilities. Regardless, he will remain an active.
Now, El Prestador is saying to Wings that he's turning you in to the FBI Wings for a threat on his family. What are your thoughts on that?
In September 2012, Jordy got into an argument on social media with El Prestador, another Call of Duty channel and creator of Gunga Ginga.
I remember this guy. Shit was weird as fuck. I didn't think I'd ever see him again, bro. I don't even know. Is that racist, by the way? Is he trying to be racist? I don't really know. Oh my god, bro. The fucking Gunging Gang. I would sometimes, like, I remember seeing that on Instagram, like, a while ago. Every once in a while, I start doing it again, and I'll just go, like, I'll just say it's my wife. You know, and she'll just be like, shut the fuck up. She fucking hates me sometimes. Oh, man.
In the deleted tweet, Jordy stated, quote, "I've got a load of guns, El Prestador, and if I decide to kill myself, I'm taking you with me," end quote. This led to a live stream hosted by Keemstar where he would call Jordy and other Call of Duty commentators to defuse the entire situation. The stream first begins with White Boy 7th Street criticizing Jordy for using the threat of suicide to get attention online.
I care about Wings, I like Wings, and I'm sure all the viewers do as well. I can relate to him. I have a personal relationship with him. You know, I can feel him, I can understand him. And that's why I got away with so much stuff. But faking it, crying wolf, I lost it. I lost it for him. No longer will I have any sympathy for him, any problems he goes through, because I don't know personally if he's faking that for views now, right, or if it's a stunt because his monthly quota is low. I can't trust him anymore.
Soon after, DeRanker would join the call to provide his opinion.
You know, I see how a lot of hard people work making 10, 12 bucks an hour, and, you know, they raise families on that. This dude's making, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars a month complaining about healthcare, where these guys are making $300, $400 a week and got to pay $120 out of that a week for their damn healthcare.
Right.
It's
right.
A pathetic argument.
Okay.
Jordy would soon join the call and demand that he talk to White Boy 7th Street, DeRanker, and El Prestador. He would begin talking by insulting DeRanker's employment.
I told you what it is. You're a production supervisor. You walk around with your hands in your pockets. You probably ain't turned a wrench in 8 years, and you want to sit there and talk about gall of working hard. So you have a fucking cake job. Your job is fucking cake. What do is you hold your hands in your pocket. You wait till the fucking safety meeting in the morning so you can suck up to some fucking big wig's dick. Then you go home and you drink your fucking Miller Lite, what it sounds like you're doing. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't think I've ever worked? You ever rebuilt a melt furnace? I bet you fucking have it. You ever jackhammered out a fucking furnace after it's froze off? I bet you fucking haven't.
No, actually, I'm on my phone. I'm actually at work because I have a job. Anyway,
Actually at work because you have a job. You know what? I did your fucking job for 5 years. And you know what? I make more money now than I did at that job.
Woody would then intervene in an attempt to de-escalate the situation and explain why Wings would make such a...
Doesn't that go against what Wings is saying, though? He's like, the job's easy or something, not making enough money. The guy was just saying that Wings is bitching about not having health care, but he makes a lot of money and he could get his own health care. That's all they're trying to say.
A threat.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
All right, so when I was watching the Twitter feed unfold, like this is how it played in my own head. I saw, you upset, and I know you, right? You're a guy who thinks a little bit short term. When cash comes in the bank, you feel wealthy. When the bills roll in, you feel broke. When the views are high, you feel, if you have a good day view-wise, you feel like things are awesome. If you have a single bad day view-wise, you worry that the world is crashing. So I watched you on YouTube, and I thought, you know what? He's not joking or putting on a suicide hoax. He's just a guy who has extreme feelings and expresses, like, there's no sort of long-term, moderation filter on there. So if I get 700,000 views today and 30,000 views tomorrow, I feel like I got 730,000 views over 2 days. You feel like, oh my gosh, my channel crashed today. The world is ending. And so when I watched your Twitter thing and saw White Boy respond to it, I felt like White Boy was off target because he's like, oh my gosh, this guy faked a hoax. I saw it. I felt like you claimed it was a hoax as a way to change the topic and end the beef. Am I on target?
However, Woody's attempts were in vain once Jordy and White Boy began arguing with each other.
You're a cancer on this fucking community.
Cancer, dude? Come on. You can't. You even said it yourself that I get maybe 1,000 views. He's calling me a view whore when he said himself I'd get like 1,000 views. But you're a fucking dumbass, dude. I don't do that shit for views. If I did that shit for views, I would do it on my fucking YouTube channel. Why don't you take your one-eyed ass and learn fucking something? Quit smoking pot. Quit being a fucking high school dropout.
Suicide. Do you not understand the gratitude?
How do you stop being a high school dropout, bro? You know what I mean? Like, how do you stop it? What the fuck? Okay, I don't know. How do you do that? I mean, even if you get your GED, you're still technically a high school dropout. You know what I mean?
Of the situation, you fake the suicide for views. Your fucking raw instinct, your fucking G unit, Wings. This is what you are. This is what you brought. You brought this on yourself because.
Once Jordy returned to the stream, the topic changed to Jordy's negative feelings towards his life and career.
You versus the world tonight.
No, it's always me versus the world, dude. It's been like that for the last 3 years of my career. I'm pretty.
The world then.
I'm pretty much, Scarface to the YouTube community. I'm the bad guy. I'm the camper. I'm everything that personifies everything bad.
Say that way. You're the Scarface of the YouTube community.
That dude, if that was me,
it's funny because people like Scarface though, like they as a character in his show. That's interesting. It sounds like he's just dramatizing himself a little there. These things better not hit me. Oh motherfucker.
I would immediately make that my YouTube channel's tagline. Like,
it's just a lot of things that it all amount of. Is YouTube, the views messing up? I mean, I didn't expect this month to be really great view-wise to begin with, mainly because I plan on taking that week off and whatnot. And then on top of all of that, like even today, more shit came up, and it like lately, it just seemed like been problem after problem after problem, and I'm the only person to be able to solve it.
About 1 hour later, El Predator would join the stream by calling Keem's cell phone. This makes it a little difficult to fully understand what he's saying, but it's clear that he's upset and willing to call the FBI.
This guy.
I'm not leeching off your fat ass. You threatened to fucking murder my ass. Now I could go to the fucking FBI tomorrow and have your fucking ass get credited. You know I can do that.
Yeah, but you're too lazy, and I also know that.
What? Why would that be your response, bro? Just say nothing. I mean, you threatened to kill the guy. What the fuck do you think, bro? Holy shit. Wings is such a fucking idiot.
Who the fuck do you think you are threatening to kill
Soon the two reconcile and agree to end the argument.
So, Wings, El Prestador, this is a breakthrough moment. El Prestador said, let's sweep it under the rug. What do you think, Wings?
That seems like a good idea to me. It seems like a lot of headaches avoided.
Bam. There you go.
This doesn't sound like a fucking apology, though. What? He got off so easy. That's not an apology for the shitty thing he said. He's just like, yeah, we could sweep it under the rug. That's not like an apology, bro. What the fuck?
That kid show.
Bam. And give me a pre-tackling video. Man, I love that. That's all.
Damn, that was a pretty heavy video. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, maybe a comment, also subscribe and hit the notification icon if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Okay. Well, that was certainly interesting. I learned a lot more about Wings than I remembered. That was a little more in depth than the other ones that I've seen before. Jesus Christ, bro. Wings is out of his fucking mind, and I'll tell you that much. Afraid of the tree? All right. Well, that's interesting shit, bro.